Hi, welcome to the video tutorial on OpenProject. Today, we will be talking about how to use OpenProject for resource leveling. Okay, to better illustrate our point, we will be using a example scenario. So, here's the example scenario. Quite a lot of work to process, right? In summary, Joseph has 4 members in his team, and now 1 member is gone, and he is actually left with 3 members. Thus, he needs to reassign work to the remaining members so that he can complete the project on time. Moving on, we are now at the OpenProject Gantt chart view of Joseph's project. We will first take a look at the resources that's allocated to this project. We do this by clicking this button on the left side. Now, we will see all the resources that's allocated to this project. It includes the project manager, Joseph himself, programmer A, B, C, and D. For our purposes, we assume that programmer D will be the one that we'll be removing. Now, let's go back to the Gantt chart view of the project. Once we know that we will be removing programmer D, we will look for the task that he's involved in. We also need to take note of the time that the task requires, as it will be the timing that we need to conform to. Now, let's take a look at the Gantt chart. From it, we can see that programmer D is involved in the user interview, the database design, and the coding and the testing portions of the project. We will proceed on to delete programmer D from the task he's involved in. First, we need to select the task in question, which is the user interview. Next, we need to click the Assign Resource button on top. Among clicking the button, we'll show that a small window will pop out showing all the resources that's actually involved in this task. They will be highlighted in green. Now, let's see. Let's select programmer D and remove him from the task itself. As he's removed from the task, we see that in real time the Gantt chart is changed. And so is the schedule. It changed from 3 days to 4 days. Now, let's find his replacement. It seems that the only idle resource left is the project manager Joseph himself. So, let's select Joseph and click Assign. As you can see, once again the Gantt chart is changed in real time, and so is the schedule. It changed back to the 3 days that's needed. So now, we have already replaced programmer D with the project manager. Now, we can proceed to delete programmer D from every single task he's involved. However, using the same procedure as shown earlier, it will be rather time consuming. So, here's a few tips from me. Here's the first tip. I'll show you how to delete programmer D from the whole project just by using a few steps. First, you go to the spreadsheet and click this corner. It will allow you to select all the tasks within this project. Next, go to the top panel and select Assign Resources. The window to assign resources will appear in the middle of the screen. From here on, you'll just need to select programmer D and select Remove to remove him totally from the project. However, this method is not recommended, as you might not remember all the tasks that programmer D is involved, making it difficult to reassign those tasks to the remaining resources. And here's the next tip. Instead of selecting the whole project, you can actually select individual tasks within the project itself. For example, let's select Database Design. Once the Database Design task is selected, you can see that the resource window in the middle changes. It actually shows now all the resources that's assigned to this task. And we can actually use the up-down button to scroll through all the tasks in the project itself. Using this method, we can reassign all the tasks that programmer D is involved accurately and quickly, as long as we do not close the Assign Resource window. And with this tip, I end my presentation. Thank you. Well, thanks for watching this video. I hope this video has been helpful to you. Goodbye.